A skill worth mastering, the allure of a perfectly cooked steak. There's something truly special about a perfectly cooked steak. That beautiful sear, the juicy pink center, the irresistible aroma. It's enough to make anyone's mouth water. Learning to cook a steak well is a skill that will serve you for life, impressing friends and family, and bringing a touch of luxury to your dinner table. Whether you're a complete beginner or have attempted a steak or two in the past, this guide will equip you with the knowledge and confidence to cook a steak like a pro. What makes a perfect steak so appealing? It's the simplicity of it all. High-quality ingredients, minimal fuss, and a focus on technique are all it takes. A well-cooked steak is a testament to the fact that sometimes the simplest things in life are truly the best. With a little practice and the right guidance, you'll be amazed at how easy it is to create a restaurant-quality steak in your own kitchen. So, are you ready to embark on this culinary adventure? Let's dive in and explore the world of steak, from selecting the perfect cut to achieving that coveted sear. Get ready to impress yourself and your loved ones with your newfound steak cooking prowess. Choosing your champion. A guide to steak cuts. Walking up to the meat counter can feel overwhelming, with an array of cuts, each promising a unique flavor and texture. But fear not. Understanding the different cuts is your first step towards steak success. For beginners, I recommend starting with a forgiving cut like ribeye or sirloin. Ribeye, with its beautiful marbling, practically guarantees a tender and juicy steak. Sirloin, while leaner, offers a wonderful flavor and is a more budget-friendly option. Once you feel more confident, you can venture into the world of New York strip, known for its rich flavor and firm texture, or even a filet mignon, the most tender cut of all, best suited for special occasions. Remember, the key is to choose a cut that aligns with your preferences and budget. Don't hesitate to ask your butcher for recommendations. They are a wealth of information and can guide you towards the perfect cut for your needs. When selecting your steak, look for good marbling, those thin streaks of fat running through the meat. Marbling is key to a flavorful and juicy steak, as the fat melts during cooking, basting the meat from within. Pay attention to the thickness of the steak as well. A thicker steak will require a longer cooking time to achieve the desired level of doneness. Now that you've chosen your champion, let's move on to the next crucial step: seasoning. The art of seasoning less is more. When it comes to seasoning a steak, simplicity reigns supreme. You don't need fancy rubs or marinades to enhance the natural flavor of a good piece of meat. In fact, over-seasoning can mask the steak's inherent deliciousness. Salt and pepper are your best friends here. Use a generous amount of kosher salt, which adheres well to the surface of the meat and draws out moisture, creating a flavorful crust. Freshly cracked black pepper adds a touch of spice and enhances the overall taste. Here's a tip: season your steak liberally on both sides right before cooking. Salting in advance can draw out too much moisture, resulting in a drier steak. Remember, we want juicy and flavorful. Once you've seasoned your steak, let it sit at room temperature for about 30 minutes before cooking. This allows the meat to come to temperature gradually, ensuring even cooking throughout. While salt and pepper are all you really need, feel free to experiment with other seasonings once you've mastered the basics. Garlic powder, onion powder, or a sprinkle of dried herbs like thyme or rosemary can add subtle flavor nuances. However, always remember, less is more. The goal is to complement, not overpower, the natural flavor of the steak. From pan to plate, mastering the cooking process, now comes the exciting part: cooking your steak to perfection. For pan searing, a method that yields a beautiful crust and juicy interior, you'll need a heavy-bottomed skillet. Heat the skillet over high heat until it's screaming hot. You should see wisps of smoke. Add a tablespoon of oil with a high smoke point, like avocado or grapeseed oil, to the pan. Once the oil is shimmering, carefully place your steak in the center of the pan, away from you to avoid any potential splattering. Now here's the key: don't touch the steak. Resist the urge to poke, prod, or move it around. Let it sear undisturbed for 2 to 3 minutes per side, depending on the thickness of your steak and desired level of doneness. This initial sear is crucial for developing that beautiful crust we all love. You'll know it's time to flip the steak when it releases easily from the pan. If it's sticking, it needs a little more time. Once both sides are nicely seared, you can reduce the heat to medium and continue cooking to your desired level of doneness. Use a meat thermometer for accuracy. For a rare steak, aim for an internal temperature of 125 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit, 52 to 54 degrees Celsius. Medium rare is 130 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, 54 to 57 degrees Celsius. Medium is 135 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 57 to 60 degrees Celsius, and well done is 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius, and above. Remember, these are just guidelines, and personal preferences may vary.